Were you, or were you not, on a gay cruise?
Now, you're 120% dick fit.
Everybody that age, they're sperminator.
Yeah.
Because we don't care about anything else. We're a walking hard on looking for a hole.
That's. I have to say you're right on that one. Oh, my God.
A stiff breeze comes through the room, and you return the favor.
Got her in. Oh. Somewhere on the outside of this building, there is a hole where squirrels come in.
Better than a hole where dicks come in.
Yeah, better than that.
Going down the stairs to wash the laundry. What the hell? Shh. Pizza. Stop! Stop it now! I order you to stop! I'm still touching myself.
Yeah!
All young bitches want to do is pop pills, smoke weed, get drunk, lay around, suck dick, eat hot Cheetos, charge they phone, get a sew and weave, twerk, be bisexual, eat McDonald's, wash they pussy in the sink, lie, take selfies, and talk shit through Wi-Fi because they phone never on.
I think washing they pussy in the sink is my favorite part. The Vietnamese trade in dongs. Figuratively and literally, I'm sure.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
I did decide to look it up. 500,000 dongs is a good night for Pop's ex.
Like most women, he's an emotional thinker.
Good God.
I mean, that's part of the problem we're having now in our society is we have a bunch of emotional thinkers that want the world to, to fall in line with their emotions. That's not... look, reality doesn't give a shit about emotions.
It's my lived truth. Fuck your lived truth.
No, it's not. It's your perspective.
Kiss my ass.
Literally like, hey, Sergeant Pop, you got to turn your bear suit. I'm like, over my dead body. No. Just give me a statement of charges. Yeah. You're never getting this back. Yeah. You can suck it.
I'm going to wear this with my Russian coat.
you will bury me in this. Hey! Why you gotta fucking be like that, man?
Because I'm an asshole, and I learned from the best. I'm sitting across from him, and I'm pointing at you with all four fingers.
All right, first of all, the Russian jacket is World War II surplus.
I'll send you a picture of it, Sarge.
Yeah, okay.
I got you standing wearing it with holding two giant buckets like you just collected all the chum from behind the dump dumpster at the bar and you're going to go home and make ice cream out of it.
Goddamn army.
There's another force applied in combat that we generally don't think of as a weapon of war. That weapon is words. Words are weapons.
Telling the truth is the only way in which to influence people.
This is psychological warfare.
What's up, savages? Well, we are bombing Iran. Oil prices are going up. Gas prices are going up. And guess what's happening? They're still lying to you. There is propaganda galore. In fact, 70% of what you guys are seeing on mainstream and big tech, total manipulation. It is a three-shell Monty for the truth, meaning only 30% of what they put out actually is truthful. Now, there's a lot of nefarious forces behind this, and we've done some research. Now, I know you're like, Pop, another propaganda. Oh, my God. All right, we had BLM. Okay, we have Antifa out there. We have all of these individuals who think socialist needs to be done correctly being taught that bullcrap in all of our schools, despite the fact that socialism and communism failed between 1901 and 1999. I would say 1 billion to 1.5 billion people were killed in war, starvation, famine, disease, what have you, because of that failed political or economic system. And it will never work because we're evil, hairless monkeys and we're greedy as fuck, and that's just the way we roll. All right, now today's show, this one is going to be interesting because I believe Battledorf has found the pattern behind who and what is behind all of this craziness. And if you think, oh, it was just Obama, you'd be partially right. But who do you think picked a junior senator who is a flaming homosexual with a transsexual wife? How did he get elected to president? How did he get the, the Nobel Peace Prize as soon as he stepped into office? And all of the bullshit that guy has done. You, the American people, are being influenced in a bad direction, and you need to be educated to it. So as a group, we can try to stop it, and we need to stop it. All right, Battledorf, come on in.
Hey, man, what's going on?
I'm going to have to drink some beer tonight.
Oh, yeah, this is Bolsheviks galore tonight. We'll just rip the Band-Aid right off.
All right, so before the show started, we're getting set up, and Battledorf is looking off to the side.
You faggot.
And I literally we need to get you a wig. And he like, what? What? And I laughed so hard. I laughed for like 5 minutes straight. It was great. The look on his face was priceless, man. Hey, look, use the whole finger. Yeah, there you go.
I'm a dwarf. That's it. That's all I've got, man.
You got the dwarf middle fingers. You know?
I have the dwarf middle fingers. What do you want?
All right, let's get this going.
Okay, so first of all, I wasn't a full-on 37 Fox, but because I worked in civil affairs, we had to go through a big chunk of the course.
Same here.
Be able to identify propaganda and all of that stuff and how it all worked and where it all comes from. That's where I get my knowledge base for this. I use it on various social media to this day to kind of farm for things to see how people react. And sometimes I am more of a dick than I actually am on social media just to see what people will do. And it usually works because people are usually pretty gullible. I've been taken in myself once or twice here and there.
So have I.
Everybody does. If you're not paying attention 24/7, which you can't do, or you will fall over exhausted, you're going to get pegged by it here and there. But our media today and our movies and everything is so saturated with propaganda that it is completely freaking unavoidable. And it's a technique that was developed way back started in the 1930s called neurosynaptic programming. And they beat the drum of whatever information they want on every available media source so that you're looking at it day in and day out and sometimes don't even realize that you're looking at it. A really good example is the pharmaceutical ads. Everybody knows about all those.
Yeah, I'm getting sick of that shit.
And every one of them repeats lines, and I worked in law long enough to know that boilerplate is a thing. They use stock phrases for stuff. But if you go through the pharma ads, ask your doctor, contact your doctor, take your doctor's advice. Doctor. They're steering you toward going to a doctor to ask for their stuff. Now, that's marketing propaganda. But then we have this little problem called the SIA, or who we like to refer to back in my day as Christians in Action.
SIA?
Yeah, the SIA. And I worked from this, but no
They
such
got their
agency.
funding from USAID.
They did, in fact, get their funding from USAID. But I want to introduce it. A lot of you have heard of this already. I know that, but there are a lot of you who haven't. And many of you might know the name, but don't know what actually happened. So this is 1 minute and 32 seconds, but if we need to stop it, we will to discuss. Meet Operation Mockingbird.
Intelligence agency to influence media and public opinion during the 1950s and 1960s. The operation was officially launched in 1950 in the early years of the Cold War and was intended to counter Soviet propaganda and influence public opinion in favor of the United States. Under Operation Mockingbird, the CIA used various tactics to influence the media, including recruiting journalists and other media professionals.
This is in the U.S., not overseas. This is in the U.S.
Some of these agents were tasked with writing pro-American propaganda or discrediting stories critical of the U.S. government, while others were simply used to gather information. The program was originally intended to be a short-term effort, but it continued for more than 2 decades and expanded to include not only U.S. media outlets, but also foreign media organizations. The program was not made public until the 1970s, when it was uncovered by journalists and congressional investigators. In response to the revelations, the CIA publicly acknowledged the existence of the program but stated that it had been discontinued. Operation Mockingbird remains a controversial and little understood chapter in the history of the U.S. intelligence community and its relationship with the media. Some critics argue that the program violated the principles of a free press and undermined the public's trust in the media and the government. Others argue that it was a necessary and justified effort to counter Soviet propaganda and protect national security interests.
Yep.
So that's Operation Mockingbird.
And that went on for like 25 years.
Yes.
Because I think I remember like they were harping on this in like 1974, 75.
Here's the problem. It is very likely still going on today.
Well, number one, if you're going to if something works, are you going to really abandon it, or are you just going to repackage it?
What they do is repackage it.
Yeah, and change its name. Maybe you pull it back for a few years, like, oh, no, we're not doing that. And then after enough time goes by, like, oh, okay, time to re-educate the useful idiots out there, so let's do that again. But we'll call it something else. Get the fuck out of here.
It's not a super chat, but I'm going to call it out anyway. Somebody said I worked in broadcasting most of my life and also for Voice of America, and it's all bullshit. Yeah, I know, man.
It is.
That's why we're here. There are those of us in the group who do know this. There's a lot of people in the regiment who are aware that the shit is going on. I want to try to help everybody be able to spot the patterns and spot the activity when it's coming across your screen and be able to steer your family away from it, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
the children, some of the kids are starting to pick up on it, but a lot of like the later 20s and early 30s are so saturated with this stuff that they can't get away from it. And it's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. We're going to continue with our instructional videos on Operation Mockingbird.
Welcome to Twist of Truth, where we explore the stories you think you know and reveal the shocking twists you never saw coming.
Imagine turning on the news and trusting every word. What if those words were written not by reporters, but by the CIA? This was Operation Mockingbird. In the Cold War, it recruited top editors at Time, Newsweek, the New York Times, CBS. Stories were planted overseas and mirrored back to U.S. papers.
Now, I'm going to stop it right there. Did you hear that?
Mirrored overseas.
Here's what they were doing. And Snowden busted this out, and shame on me because I worked part of this program. It was called out, and a lot of people think that it's some sort of really super active thing, but it's just a sharing. Five Eyes.
Uh-huh.
This would have been done through Five Eyes, where they push it out to...
Explain Five Eyes, please.
Five Eyes is the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand sharing intelligence.
Okay.
But they also did this.
Uh-huh.
Pushing propaganda back to their own people from the other countries. It was a cooperative effort.
So let me get this straight.
Mm-hmm.
They can't really release
Allegedly.
They can't really release it inside the country. So they plant the kernel of disinformation overseas.
Correct.
It grows, and then they go, look over there. There's some shit. What is that? Okay.
What could that be?
Yeah.
I hope you're immune to iocane powder.
Reporters were paid, editors silenced, and the press melded with the state. In the 1970s, Senator Frank Church revealed over 400 journalists secretly worked for the CIA. The agency said it ended the program, but it simply shifted to TV and now digital feeds. Operation Mockingbird was more than propaganda. Its proof information is a weapon, and the truth you hear may not be your own.
Huh, yeah. Listen, I remember in Iraq in 2004, those contractors got whacked. They hung up from a bridge. There was a whole bunch of hooty-doo going on at that time.
Yes.
And then about 4 hours later,
Hooty-doo.
we were watching it on the media, and I had like 8 guys in the headquarters. And they're like, wait a minute. We were fucking there, and that is not what happened.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and that's when I knew. I knew that, our media was fucking compromised back then.
Yeah. I ran across several incidents like that. And one of them we were actually involved in. This one I get to tell because it did not involve U.S. forces and does not compromise any U.S. assets in any way, shape, or form. But there was an incident in the China Sea between North Korea and China, where the Korean Peninsula sticks down, and you've got that body of water on the other side of China. They have fishing rights in there, and the North Koreans and the South Koreans both have fishing rights. They were all their fishing boats were in the water, and North Korea and South Korea both had vessels in the water, Navy vessels.
Boom, boom, pow, pow vessels?
And they were boom, boom, pow, pow vessels. Anyway, the boats started having discussions over who was where. And on the deck of one of the ships was a nug.
What's that?
New useless guy nug.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That nug, those nugs.
Yeah.
Well, Nug on boat 1 sees boat 2 coming closer than what he thinks should be, and Nug then NDs his 50 cal on the deck.
Okay.
Into boat 2, which causes...
This is some distance communication taking place?
There is some distance communication that goes from bullhorns to Ma Deuce really quickly.
Projectiles?
And the projectiles escalated. Boat 2 begins taking on water. Now, we're listening to all of this, and we know who boat 1 and boat 2 are. Not 2 hours later, one of our guys calls us. Is this right? We're like, what are you talking about? And they come down with a fucking VCR tape, puts it in the thing. American media is reporting that the North Koreans shot first. And we're like, that's not what happened. The South Koreans shot first. They had a nug on the deck.
Yeah, there's always a nug.
This happens. Okay, they had a new guy on the deck. He fucked up. And we called up our chain. We're like, what is this? We just reported on this 2 hours ago. And they're like, leave it be. We're like, what? Leave it be. We're like, why are you misreporting this? Just leave it be. Somebody in the E-ring, which is the Pentagon, where all of the decisions are made, somebody in the E-ring said, leave it alone.
No, it's where all the conclusions are made.
All the conclusions are made, yes. Exactly. And we were just floored. We're like, this is so fucking petty. Why this? There's so much other shit out there that you can cover up.
Yeah, and just imagine.
If you're going to cover anything up. That was sarcasm, by the way.
All right. Now, here's another thing that's happening current time. There has been, in the past 5 years, thousands of people who have been injured and killed by illegal aliens.
Yes.
And they don't get any airtime. Yeah. Those stories never see the light of day. Yeah. And they've been pushing this invasion from the south through the Mexican border. We all know it was happening, but the mainstream wouldn't talk about it. Mm-hmm. So there's a disconnect here. All right? The mainstream is supposed to represent us because they sell us shit. And they're supposed to be like telling us the way it is, not lying to us.
Yeah.
And it is getting out. I can't even believe anything that they fucking say. God, I'm getting worked up. I'm getting worked up. Those goddamn Bolsheviks drink.
I got you saying it now.
Mm-hmm. But
anyway,
it is what it is.
Right.
Hey, look, I'm just an ignorant, gorm. Okay.
You're a gorm.
Whatever.
Okay, so now that we've set the stage, we've got PSYOP. We know that Operation Mockingbird is clearly still in effect. Okay, we know this, right? But every once in a while, and more lately, their narrative starts to come unstuck. This is a discussion between an Indian journalist and an actual Iranian actress. And he tries to throw the usual propaganda, and we're going to have some 7-Eleven spoken here. Just bear with. But
he's speaking 7-Eleven?
He's speaking 7-Eleven. Watch his narrative collapse, though.
Let me start, therefore, by asking you, how do you see the situation in your country over the last 10 days? The relentless bombings, the manner in which Ali Khamenei was assassinated, and the likelihood of even more violence. How do you see the situation from where you are today outside Iran?
Hi, so thank you for having me, and thank you for finding it important to see the point of view of an Iranian. Throughout this interview, I'm going to try and voice the majority of Iranians' voices here and try and make the world understand, as much as it sounds cruel. The Iranian people have been asking for help for many, many years now.
Okay, I'm going to stop it real quick and reiterate. The Indian guy is trying to push the leftist propaganda narrative. The Iranian girl is about to frickin' tip over his can of worms and shove it up his ass.
Yeah.
It's been 47 years that this regime has been in power. And at this point, it has reached a place where the Iranians have been massacred in January and in many, many other different dates in history where this regime has gone against them and where they had no voice and no power to overthrow them. So at the moment, you will see a majority of Iranians taking pictures and videos of the bombs coming into the country, but super excited because they know that they're targeted at the IRGC and at the regime. And they're so excited and they have so much hope that finally this regime is going to fall, maybe.
Hold on. You're saying they're excited by bombs, but let's be clear, Elnaz, we've seen a school which was bombed and more than 160 innocent schoolgirls died. And there is enough evidence that...
Okay, so there's some back and forth that it was a Tomahawk missile. All right, and now we're saying that, they had Tomahawk missiles too. Look, just be honest and say, this is a shooting war. There was an error in targeting, and we hit a fucking school. All right? It's fucking war. It's a terrible thing. I got it. But I think they're making it worse by pointing the fingers and lying about it. That's just my opinion.
There has been footage that indicates that it was, in fact, an Iranian misfire.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying that...
So, there's a debate there, but you're right. What you're saying is absolutely 110% correct.
Yeah, because Trump said he was on Air Force One, and he's just like, yeah, the Iranians have Tomahawks too. I'm like, look,
no,
don't even engage in that shit. Just say, look, fog of war. I don't know what happened. If it was us, it's war. An error happened. That's all I could say.
Here's the thing: they had footage of that particular rocket as it hit that particular building. The wings on it apparently were not. We'd have to go back and compare, but the wings on it apparently were not those of a Tomahawk.
Okay.
Anyway, that's kind of beside the point. Let's get back to what we're doing here. Hang on.
Yeah.
The Americans were involved in this. There are fears, therefore, that if this continues, more and more civilian lives will be lost. Aren't you concerned that all of this could only result in further destruction of your country and the possibility of a civil war breaking out? Doesn't that worry you? Or do you simply want the regime first out at all costs?
Of course, it worries everybody in Iran, and everybody is really sad about the fact that our country had to reach this point. But the 160 schoolgirls now are something that the world is seeing. But when the regime poisoned a full girls' school many years back, nobody paid attention. When the regime killed more than 40,000 people in January on the 8th and 9th, and then turned off the internet for the whole world so that nobody can talk about it, nobody paid attention to that. When the regime has been executing, we have the highest rate of executions in Iran. So many people, so many women, so many men, nobody pays attention to that. We Iranians know that there will be a lot of casualties, but we also know that there are casualties every day. There are more people dying when there is no war than when there is war.
And that's enough right there. He could not redeem here. He was unable to redeem.
Correct.
So
now look.
The point of showing you this is their narratives are starting to fall apart because it's the internet now. You don't have total control over your media any longer.
Yep.
So stuff like this is starting to come out, and
that's why we exist.
Starting to go to shit. Yes, that's actually one of the reasons.
Now, listen, we don't have like big spot. We work on a shoestring budget here, okay?
We do.
And we're here to just tell you the truth and keep the gun out of your goddamn mouth by entertaining you, making you laugh, and reprogramming you a little bit as we go along. Not in a bad way, but we look down the sights of your life and go, oh, yeah, you're going to the trash bin. That's 3 degrees to the left. There you go.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
Yeah. 3 clicks right.
Drive on.
Bring your front sight post up one.
Yep. Drive on. That's all we do, man.
I want to show you. We're going to get to the notorious Smith-Mundt Act, and the whole point of this is watch your language is watch their language. Really.
All right. Now, I was under the impression that Obama shit-canned the Smith-Mundt Act.
Oh, we have such sites to show.
And that was in 2012.
We have such sites to show you.
But I am not the battle dwarf who can do like that type of deep research. I just come up with crazy shit and do shit on a fucking whiteboard or chalkboard.
No, we have such sites to show you. It's bad.
We have such sights to show.
It's bad.
Please pay attention to my SSRIs.
Please, exactly. It's bad. It's bad. Now, the first form of very obvious propaganda is you will see phrases repeated by all of the different elements of the left. And everybody has seen this. Very few people are aware that they are seeing it, which is the fun part of our little adventure here. This is Senator Patty Murray of Washington. The very first 5 words there. We are a secular democracy. First of all, no, we're not. We're a constitutional republic. Yep. Nowhere in any of the founding documents are either of those words, secular or democracy. But this is classic leftist neurosynaptic programming. Now, that would be funny, except now here's Senator Saddam Aslan Slim. We are a secular democracy.
Oh. Well,
my gosh. This is getting...
Wait, go back one.
Why am I going back one?
It says Muslims don't belong in American society.
This is Senator Randy Ogles. That has caused a shitstorm on the internet, and everybody is piling in with him saying, yes, get out.
Okay, now, first of all, let's just be honest. All right. Mm-hmm. Iran was taken over by clerics who follow Sharia law.
Correct.
They have ran that country into the ground, basically taken their wealth, converted it to weapons to try to spread this crazy form of
well, and
Islam.
their own personal wealth, as they always do.
Yeah, you're right. Right. Of course, they got to get their taste.
Yeah.
Now, if they were to able to come up with a form of Islam that didn't require slavery and snuggle struggle and all the other horse shit that goes along with it, and they just wanted to live with the real world and get along nice, maybe I could get along with that. But that's not what happens. They show up, and then they basically have an arm that turns into this political, violent militia, and they try to dominate where they are. And we need to stop that here. I'm sorry. We need to cut off all.
It doesn't belong here.
Yeah, it doesn't belong here because this was a nation formed on Christian values.
Yep. Sorry, it was.
Yeah. Two, I've been to the Middle East. I have seen the horrors that place, has. In Iraq in 2004, every Islamic temple, what are they called? I don't remember.
Mosque,
that's it. That has the spiral. The person in that mosque, the imam, has the equivalent power of the Pope. And literally, these guys were blessing off to like whole groups of teenagers. So yeah, go ahead, wear the bomb, drive the suicide car, whatever, because you're going to go right to heaven. Like,
yes.
What kind of shit is that? And they want to bring that here. That needs to stop. That's just my opinion.
It's here.
I know.
Here. We can do a whole separate show just on that.
I got you. But
we could. I could easily produce 2 hours of reels of imams in the United States of America calling for the destruction of America, which is its own form of propaganda.
Yeah.
Because it's propagandizing the Muslims that are here. It simply doesn't belong here. Okay.
Do you remember the Serbian conflict?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That was Christians against Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
And it just got to the point where the Christians are like, we are fucking done. Fuck you. It's on.
Well, here's the thing, though. That also was a color revolution event, and we covered that earlier. I would like to point out that, by the way, I should have said this toward the beginning when we had the whole Operation Mockingbird propaganda stuff up on the screen. We covered that as well with the origins of the deep state. That's where that comes from. That's what that CIA think tank was doing. That Dulles freaking recruited everybody for, that Herbert Marcuse was part of. That all of that activity back in 1941, 1942 produced Mockingbird. That's where that came from. So a lot of the stuff that we do, go back and watch some of the older episodes, you'll go, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it. And we've had 2 episodes just in the past 4 months, I think, that where we were like, we told you so. Told you so.
Yep.
Told you that was coming.
And listen, I mean, like during the whole COVID craziness that was that took place.
Yeah.
We did a few shows, and all we really did was talk about old data on the vaccine technology, the mRNA crap.
We got smoked for it.
I'm still banned from PayPal for wrong think and speak.
Yeah.
The only way I could probably get them back is I'm going to have to file a lawsuit, which I can't afford. All right. We've been kicked off Venmo. Blake, the producer, he got kicked off, and his wife, just for associating with us. So we have, I mean, PayPal is half of all online transactions. Yeah. Censoring people for wrong think and speak.
Fuck it, rip the Band-Aid off, do it.
Yeah, okay, this is what's up. Redonkulas.com has been demonetized beyond all rhyme and reason. We're pulling in roughly 20 to 25% of what we used to do in our heyday between 2014 and 16. All right, we're up to 583 lives saved. We have another possible one on deck. All right, we operate on a shoestring budget. And any little bit you guys send in goes a long way to keep this mission rolling forward. We're putting in requests for some grants. We're looking for supporters that, can invest on a regular basis. We're trying to get on some of the corporate nonprofit donation lists, which for whatever reason we've been radically unsuccessful at doing, mainly because I am a crass, blunt object that speaks the truth, and I really don't apologize unless I am wrong, and I will never apologize for speaking the truth. And it's just that plain and simple. All right, let's go there, Battledorf.
Okay, we're back in the... Let's go back to our little thing here. Again, the coordinated activity is amazing. This is One American News. Who's going to lead Iran in a post-Islamic regime? This person here, G. Hamari, who has Iranian Juris Doctor. She's a lawyer, political analyst. There's only one person I trust to transition Iran into a secular democracy. Now they want to turn Iran into a secular democracy. Now we've got a twist to the plot here. We're being hit with the phrase secular democracy so that we think that's what Iran is supposed to be turned into. Now, who's very fond of the secular democracy thing? It's kind of like a precursor for Bolsheviks. They like their secular democracies. And
so what Battledorf is showing us are the breadcrumbs that are going to lead us back to whoever is fucking doing this.
Why did I grab this one?
Secular democracy.
Oh, there it is. The Puritans did not come to Massachusetts to build a liberal secular democracy. Now, here's the clue to the Iranian thing. We've got, this is Insurrection Barbie. She's supposedly a super conservative on Twitter. She's an influencer. But here she is talking about secular democracy as well. And here's that Gamari one. We want a functioning secular democracy. Here's somebody called Prime. Iran wants a secular democracy and human rights.
Mm-hmm. Now, I agree with the human rights.
But the thing is, they want to define human rights how the EU defines human rights and how the UN defines human rights, which is no human rights at all.
Best we can do is kill you.
Right. What they want is human control.
Yes.
This guy here, Mays, that's an Arab writing there. This
it's scribble. Yeah.
Yep. So they want secular democracy, and it just keeps going and going and going. I found literally dozens and
what
dozens
is the definition of secular democracy?
Do you want the definition of secular democracy or their definition of secular democracy?
Why don't you give the actual definition?
Secular means essentially without religion. Democracy is everybody gets a vote.
And that turns into what after enough time?
Always turns into communism.
Chaos. It's chaos. Absolute chaos.
Which they want the chaos because that's when they bring in the communism, which is just code for elites and really poor people.
Correct.
That's it. That's all communism is. Everybody's got this idea that communism is the workers unite and take control of the resources and everybody gets their equal share. And it never ever works out.
Well, that's the propaganda face they try to sell you to make communism a reality.
To make
we've already had this. God damn it. God.
Palatable. Yeah. They really simply don't even try anymore. And it's the most frustrating fucking thing in the world. Now, the other aspect of this is we were just looking at some Bolshevik propaganda, but we've had all these protests in the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody's seen the signs. They're currently yellow with black lettering. That's the current pattern. And they're all always the same. Well, that's odd because back in 2020, when we were doing our thing with that security group, I was collecting propaganda that I was seeing. Now, remember Breonna Taylor? She was a black female medic, I think from Philadelphia. and her boyfriend was a drug dealer, and it turns out they were both drug dealers, and it turns out she had a weapon, and the cops shot her, but they played it off as this here. Now we have the obvious communist fist and the black star. And the attorney general was going to announce something about the case. But you can see here, this is at Martin Luther King Park in Norfolk, Virginia, in Rapid City, South Dakota, in Waco, in Niagara Square, Department of Justice Building, Palmer Square, Chicago, Nebraska, Monroe Park, Woodruff Park, and so on and so forth. And it just keeps going.
Yep.
All of this propaganda that you see where they're in the streets and celebrating and trying to start a revolution and everything, it is all scripted all of the time.
One, it's scripted, pre-planned. There's a central overarching intelligence behind all this.
Yes.
And a central overarching financial tools that are doing this as well.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, if they follow the money, they can find who's behind this and go after them.
Yeah. Now,
do we have the will to do it? That's all we have. That's all we need. The political will to start really fucking cracking down on these people.
We need to find the balls to do this. Our judiciary is clearly compromised. That's a whole show all by itself.
Yep.
We did one on the judiciary not long ago, but there's another aspect that I want to cover in a later show. Meanwhile, tonight we've covered the Islamists, the Bolsheviks, and the Chinese. That propaganda I just showed you, that's Chinese. Drink, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's Chinese agitprop in the United States of America. We even know who's producing it now.
Please tell us what agitprop is.
Oh, agitprop. Agitation propaganda. It is propaganda used to get people whipped up and ready to start a revolution.
Yeah, because, he and I were military. We understand when things get condensed in acronyms. Normal people are like, what is he talking about?
Yeah. One of my favorite things was to see a new Army wife with the old Army wives, and the old Army wives are speaking in pure Army acronym, and the new wife is standing there with the freaking deer in the headlights face, trying to figure out what the actual fuck is going on. They're like, "Oh, honey, it's fine. Come on with it." And they had to teach her all of the fucking acronyms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that more than once. And when you're new in the Army, but we get saturated with it pretty hard in basic training and then in whatever MOS we go through. So by the time we reach actual Army, we've got a pretty good idea what's going on. Anyway, this agitprop is Chinese. It's coming from a billionaire who lives in Shanghai, I think it is. And they're trying to run down his money now. A lot of people have been talking about him. I should have grabbed his name. But we've got the Chinese, we've got the Bolsheviks, and we've got the Islamists. I've mentioned all three of them tonight.
Yep.
While I was researching this, I found another rabbit hole. And one, the rabbit hole is deep. Two, we need to talk about the rabbit hole. Not tonight. It's going to be a whole show. Three, there's a Dungeons and Dragons twist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So roll a d6, bitches. No, but there's a Dungeons and Dragons twist to this one. It's a whole other show. I'm not going to take it any further than that right now because we have other shot to get to. But you said, what about the Smith-Mundt Act? That it was canceled?
Yeah, it was supposedly canceled in 2012 by Obama to turn us into Obama Nation.
Oh, but wrong.
Rongo Bongo?
Rongo Bongo.
I have a Rongo Bongo going on.
Oh, no! Bongo going on. Let's start with... Can I make this bigger? I wish I could zoom this. It's really irritating when they do this.
I don't have to tell you, man. If it was a PDF, you could blow it up, but it's not.
Okay, what I'm going to do is bring the PDF up on my... Or am I? Yeah, I am. I know where it is. Shoestring
fuck
budget.
yourself. Shoestring budget.
Shoestring budget. Stand by. Program China Athens full notes tutorial sample open. No, I've got so much shit going on. Here we go. The original Smith-Mundt Act. Okay, now I'm going to be looking at my other screen, but
get it done.
I'm working on it. Jesus, Christmas trees.
You're such an asshole.
You're such an asshole. Now, the Smith-Mundt Act was started in 1948, and it was originally called the United States Information and Educational Exchange Act of 1948, which was a fancy way of saying we're going to propagandize your ass.
Uh-huh.
Information and educational exchange. Uh-huh. This was the foundation for Mockingbird.
Because they're like, well, this really worked well. Let's make it bigger.
Right. And let's inflict it on our own people. So we're going through the Smith-Mundt Act, and I was reading the whole thing, and I got to come down to I have sections marked off here. Assignment of specialists. Where did it go? 303. We want to read section 303. Any person in the
we can't see it on the screen.
Oh, my bad.
Shoestring budget.
22,
shoestring budget.
1, 2, 3. My problem is I can't zoom in.
It's okay. Just read us the one part.
Anyway, it's right in the middle. There's acceptance of office under another government. This is section 303 of the Smith-Mundt Act. Now listen carefully. Any person in the employ or service of the government of the United States will assign for service to or in cooperation with another government under authority of the Smith-Mundt Act may, at the discretion of his government agency, with the concurrence of the director of the United States Information Agency. Who the fuck is the director of the United States Information Agency? I've never even heard of that. Have you?
No.
Gosh, why would they hide something like that from us? And without additional compensation, therefore, accept an office under the government to which he is assigned. Oh, look, you can have dual allegiances. Where have we heard that before?
Deep state.
That's odd. What an odd thing to say. If the acceptance of such an office in the opinion of such agency is necessary to permit the effective performance of duties for which he is assigned. So long as you're doing propaganda, it's okay to accept a job from a foreign government. Okay, that's what he just said there. Including the making or approving on behalf of such foreign government the disbursement of funds provided by such government or of receiving from such foreign government funds for deposit and disbursement on behalf of such government in carrying out programs undertaken pursuant to this act. Provided,
Hang on.
however, did you hear what's going on?
They have a vague
Would
leader.
you like me to read that again?
They have a vague leader, and then they're setting up funding, but you really don't know where the funding is coming or going. This is again 3 Show Monty with our own tax dollars here.
Slush fund.
Yeah.
Slush fund. Black budget. What?
It's right there.
I got something in my throat. This is how you write a black budget, folks. This is how you write a black budget.
And here's the thing, though, is I'm trying to. I wonder if there's similar verbiage for every fucking bill that goes across the desk of the president for the past 30 fucking years.
I would bet there is. We could probably do a show just on that. Wait for the punchline. Wait for the punchline in section 303.
Okay.
This is, for the kids taking notes, the Smith-Mundt Act of 1948. This is the original act. Section 303, which was not repealed in the 2012.
Okay.
Okay, section 303. Provided, however, that such acceptance of office shall in no case involve the taking of an oath of allegiance to another government. You can work for them. You can run slush funds for and with them. Just don't take the oath, okay? Just don't do that part there, and then the rest of it's fine.
Yeah.
It's the reverse of on paper only. Because I'd rather they took the oath and continued to work for the United States than went to work for a foreign government funneling slush funds without taking any kind of an oath, because I can hold your ass to an oath.
And I can bet you 10-1, you could probably trace the funds from this slush fund from USAID, and then where it went from there, Lord only knows.
Now, wait, can it get better? Yes, it can. I got to scroll down here. Section 501, the Smith Month Act of 1948. I have the PDF. If you'd like to read it yourself and highlight shit like I did, I would be happy to send it to you.
I mean, this reads very dry.
It is terribly dry reading. And that's on purpose, by the way.
Yeah, one, it's on purpose. And two, they do this so people just don't read into it very deeply. They're like, oh yeah, this is just ancillary writing. Yeah. But it's not.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. This one's got a punchline.
Oh no.
This one's got a punchline. I'm going to pull that off the screen and read section 602 to you while I remove this one here and add this one here. No, wait, can't do that yet.
Okay.
I'll ruin the surprise. Oh, okay. There we go. I don't want to ruin the surprise. Section 602, Membership of the Commission, General Provisions. Each commission shall consist of 5 members. It is now up to 7 as of 2012. Not more than 3 of whom shall be from any one political party. Want to bet?
Yep.
No more than 3 of whom shall be from any one political party. Members shall be appointed by the president by and with the advice and consent of the Senate. Okay, it's an appointment. No person holding any compensated federal or state office shall be eligible for appointment. No, just cronyism and guys looking for their next big paycheck. The members of the Commission on Information shall represent the public interest and shall be selected from a cross-section of professional, business, and public service backgrounds. Want to bet that didn't happen? The members of the Commission on Educational Exchange shall represent the public interest and shall be selected from the cross-section of educational, cultural, scientific, technical, and public service backgrounds. They just stated the same thing twice, essentially, which is interesting. Oh, there's 2 things here. The members of the Commission on Information and the members of the Commission on Educational Exchange. Well, that's odd. They've got 2 different commissions there over one Smith Month Act. What's going on here? Is this one hand doesn't know what the other is doing, or one hand is doing while the other is doing stuff behind the curtain?
Well, that's deep state activities, what you're explaining.
It's deep state activity.
It's exactly what you're explaining.
That's exactly what I'm explaining. The term of each member appointed under subsection A of this section shall be 3 years, except that the terms of office of such members first taking office on each commission shall expire as designated by the president at the time of appointment. 2 at the end of 1 year, 2 at the end of 2 years, and 1 at the end of 3 years from the date of enactment of this act. And a member appointed to fill a vacancy occurring prior to the expiration of the term from which his predecessor is appointed shall be appointed for the remainder of the term. Upon the expiration of his term of office, any member may continue to serve until a successor is appointed and has been qualified. Sounds to me like a whole lot of cronyism might be going on in the appointments of these positions, given the way that they're staggered. It's a way to keep your people in those spots the whole fucking time.
And guess what? If you have all of these appointments, some of them probably drop off the radar and they just sit there for decades until somebody says, oh, wait a minute. We need to reappoint you.
Yeah, we need to reappoint you. The commissions are authorized to adopt such rules or regulations as they may deem necessary to carry out the authority conferred upon them by this title. The department is authorized.
So wait a minute. So they can make their own rules.
Yes.
Oh,
that's not deep state at all.
No. So
it doesn't reek of Bolshevik at all.
The money is nebulous. The leadership nebulous. You don't really know when they're coming and going. A word for that, nebulous.
Dealings with foreign governments don't need
nebulous.
To be on paper. There's no, no oath of office, no oath or anything signed or notarized.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like an idiot. I thought that whole thing was wiped out, but in reality, they just changed it.
Oh, but wait, there's more. The department is authorized to provide the necessary secretarial and clerical assistance for the commissions. In other words, we have investigated ourselves and found no wrongdoing, is what that amounts to.
Yep.
So that commission that I was just talking about, remember I said I had a surprise for you?
Yep.
Well, you're supposed to be able to look up all of these commissions, right?
If they're part of the government, they should be
part of the government. There should be
you should be able to see them.
Transparency, right?
There you go. You can't even see it.
It's the only part of it that's not there.
Wow.
It's the only part of it that's not there. That's odd.
Wow. I wonder what they're doing. Are they
strange
hiding something?
I couldn't tell you, Pop.
Oh, yeah. Listen, President Trump, maybe you should look into this and pull the rug out from underneath them, because I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, wait.
There's more.
There's more. Remember, this is the 1948 original that I am reading from the archives. It was placed in the archives in September of 2019.
Okay.
I have to scroll down to Title 7 Appropriations. We want to go to Section 703. There are authorized to be appropriated to the Secretary of State, Deep State, $38,520,000 for fiscal year 1973 to provide grants under such terms and conditions as the Secretary of State considers appropriate to Radio Free Europe and Radio Liberty. There are further authorized to be appropriated in fiscal year 1973 not to exceed $1.15 million for non-discretionary costs. Call that a slush fund. Except for funds appropriated pursuant to this section, no funds appropriated after the date of this act may be made available to or for the use of Radio Free Europe or Radio Liberty in fiscal year 1973. The Department of State may award grants for overseas public diplomacy programs only if the Committee on Foreign Affairs of the House of Representatives and the Committee on Foreign Relations of the Senate are notified 15 days in advance of the proposed grant. What is this? This is how they launder the money.
And they buy influence.
It does not cost you $38 million to run a radio station for 1 year.
And this is what, 1970?
It's 1973.
Wow! That's a lot of money in 1973.
Plus $1.15 million. Plus any other grants they may or may not need.
I'm just trying to do the math in my head. That's like $120 million today.
Wait, what is the value of dollar 1973 today? $1 in 1973 is the equivalent purchasing power to $7.33 today. So, calculator.
That's like $230 million.
No, it's more than that, my friend. Let's go here. We'll work with 38 million.
Okay, round it down.
Times 7.33.
Wow.
Yeah, you're correct. It is $280 million ish to run said radio station.
Well, okay, when you're running a slush fund, you have to have slush fund ish.
Yes.
Because you never really know how much is in there or where it really goes, because there's an ish.
Now, what's the importance of this paragraph in context of what we're talking about tonight? This is the money they use to do all of the propaganda. Remember, I talked at the beginning of the show how they're sending the propaganda out to the Five Eyes and then back into the country through that venue?
Yeah.
This is how you get shit like that done. This is how you purchase the journalists and editors from foreign newspapers to print what you want and send it back to
and guess what? Mm-hmm. You are not getting this anywhere else on the internet. Okay.
It's on the internet. It's where I got it.
No, I'm saying there's nobody
Government
else
document.
talking about it like this, like we are right now.
That's true.
Like, no, I haven't heard anything about this.
Yeah. Yep.
So you're hearing it here first, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some of the shit that is going on is just, oops, I hit the wrong button there. So let's do this part first. Share this tab here. HR 5736 Smith-Munt Modernization Act of 2012. You said that they killed it. I have bad news for you.
They didn't. They changed it to make it worse.
Pretty much.
Deep state shit. Just like a junior senator was picked for president because he was so good at it, right? Get the fuck out of here.
Right, exactly.
He was appointed.
To amend the United States Information and Educational Act of 1948. This passed, mind you. This is not a bill. This passed. Section 1, short title. This act may be cited as the Smith-Munt Modernization Act of 2012. They modified Section 501. The Secretary and Broadcasting Board of Governors are authorized to use funds appropriated or otherwise used, made available for public diplomacy information programs. What is a public diplomacy information program? Let's pull that apart real fast, okay? Wait, no, let's boil that down. The word you're looking for is propaganda.
That's exactly it. It's the same thing, but with different words.
Public diplomacy information program. Are you the fuck shitting me right now? Really and truly, are you the fuck shitting me right now? Okay. To provide for the preparation, dissemination, and use of information intended for foreign audiences abroad about the United States, its people, and its policies through all of the various forms of media and other information media, including social media, and through information centers, instructors, and other direct or other indirect means of communications. B1, except as provided in paragraph 2, the Secretary of the Broadcasting Board of Governors may, upon request and reimbursement of the reasonable costs incurred in fulfilling such a request, make available in the United States, here we go, in fulfilling such a request, make available in the United States motion pictures, films, video, audio, and other materials prepared for dissemination abroad or dissemination abroad pursuant to this act, the United States International Broadcasting Act of 1994. Oh, we need to look that one up. I missed that. The Radio Broadcasting to Cuba Act. I know about that one. Or the Television Broadcasting to Cuba Act. I know about that one as well. If you ever meet a Cuban in Miami, they're going to talk about that.
Well, hang on a minute.
Not by name, but they're going to tell you about it.
So what he's reading to us is some of the building blocks that were used to stand up the deep state and keep them in power.
This is the continuation of the deep state. This is written in 2012.
No, I know. But the original one.
Yes.
And they're literally just because, modernization, they got to change some stuff. Okay. Yeah. Now I get it. Get the fuck out of here.
You missed this line.
Which one?
This line. The Secretary and the Broadcasting Board of Governors may, upon request and reimbursement of reasonable costs incurred in fulfilling such a request, make available in the United States.
So point it inwards.
Okay. That phrase right there, read it again. Make available in the United States motion pictures, films, video, audio, and other materials prepared for dissemination abroad. What does that mean? That means the stuff that they were going to inflict on everybody else in the rest of the world may be inflicted upon you.
They just turn it inwards.
Yes.
Yep.
It is a clever little line that you have to read 2 or 3 times until you go, make available in the, you sons of bitches. And it's right there. With respect to material prepared for dissemination abroad or disseminated abroad before the effective date of the Smith-Munt Modernization Act, the Secretary and Broadcasting Board of Governors shall make available the archivists of the United States for domestic distribution, motion pictures, films, videotapes, and other material 12 years after the initial dissemination of the material abroad, and the archivist shall be the official custodian of the material. So, okay, the archivist gets all of that stuff, but they just said that they could already broadcast all of that. So what they've done is create a 12-year gap, which in human memory, unless you're somebody like one of us weirdos, we're going to look at that and go, I saw that. When did I see that? But the average person's go, oh, they had all this archive. We've never seen any of that before. What are they doing?
No.
They're resaturating you with the same material. You saw it 10 years ago. Back of your brain somewhere, there's a little guy running around, going through the filing cabinets going, I remember that.
I saw that. That looks familiar.
And now it's back on your scope. It's propaganda saturation over time, which is a key element to any good propaganda. Rule of construction, nothing in this section may be construed to affect the allocation of funds appropriated or otherwise made specifically available for public diplomacy.
Public diplomacy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your word of the day is propaganda. Your other word of the day is Bolshevik, you fuckers. Section 208, clarification of domestic distribution of program material. This is the authorization to distribute it domestically. It's right here at Section 208.
Wow.
Nothing in this section shall be construed to prohibit the Department of State or the Broadcasting Board of Governors from engaging in any medium or form of communication, either directly or indirectly, because the United States domestic audience is or may be thereby exposed to program material or based upon a presumption of such exposure. Let's boil that down. The State Department and the Broadcasting Board of Governors may expose you to any propaganda they want.
Correct.
That's what that says.
Yeah, this is really pissing me off. Now, I
Does
understand.
not prohibit the State Department or the Broadcasting Board of Governors from engaging in any medium or form of communication, directly or indirectly, because the United States domestic audience is or may thereby be exposed to the program material.
Now, hang on. I know. Look, this is what we're doing here. Okay. This is really dry.
It is dry.
And we're reading it to you, which is not really that super entertaining.
No, it's not.
But we're trying to prove a point here.
Yes, that is correct.
That there's a reason when you turn on the TV, you hear the same catchphrases on 2, 4, 7, all of the networks.
There's that video reel of the news broadcasters on YouTube.
All saying the same shit.
All saying the exact same lines. That's this. That's the Smith-Mundt-Acton effect.
Yeah, and the slush fund,
yep,
they're probably using money to reimburse these, or let's just say, grease the palms of mainstream to make it all possible. And there's probably a significant amount of blackmail, i.e. Epstein Island.
Mm-hmm.
All right, listen, okay.
Or people being picked off. We know that people have been picked off.
Yeah. Now, the reason I brought up Epstein Island is because that whole thing was a huge blackmail farm. And if you want to make somebody with unlimited money do something, you really, if you sue them, it's going to take forever, and you're probably not going to get anywhere. You could kidnap a member of their family or do something like that, but that usually attracts a lot of unwanted attention.
Yeah.
But you get them in a room doing some nefarious shit, you get it on tape, and then down the road, you're like, hey, look at what I got here.
Yep.
This is what you're going to do, and this will remain quiet. No one will ever know.
Yeah.
So I firmly believe that.
Absolutely.
I really do.
Correct.
And then, Puff Daddy? That was just for, it was the same thing, but for lower level individuals, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But we're trying to weave together the whole tapestry of evil that's in the background that you guys, or they don't want you to see.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I want you to be able to see this. And once you learn to see through this, you're a lot less likely to be influenced by it. If you could teach others to see through this, then they're not likely to be influenced by it. It's out there. It's out there every day. It's really annoying. Once you know what you're looking at, it's like, God, fucking just stop already. We see you. You can't.
And the number one symptom of propaganda, if you watch it and you get an immediate emotional reaction, you need to go, wait a minute. Why are they showing me this?
Yep.
What is the motivation of making me angry?
Mm-hmm.
They want you to take some type of action or make some type of decision.
Yep. Absolutely. And it's on both sides. Don't make any mistake about thinking that both sides are not doing this.
Correct.
Okay. You go find somebody who's a hardcore Trump supporter, and they will be parroting the line of the day. And you go find somebody who's got hardcore Trump derangement syndrome. They will be parroting the line of the day. And through that, you can see that both sides are engaging in the same exact kind of propaganda. This is why I say things like never trust a man in a suit. Don't get involved in that cult of personality shit. Learn to step away from that. Learn to see what's going on. Most of it's right in front of you. Learn to become freaking, what was his name? Mutual of Omaha, the nature show. Remember that when we were kids? Learn to become the nature show host. Observe it from a distance and watch what's going on. But don't step in front of the wildebeest, okay?
You'll get fucked up.
It's bad.
Don't
step in front of the wildebeest. I got to pull that down over there, but this over here. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. And I did it again because I'm not very bright and sometimes I fuck things up. Strangely, it's more often than not these days. I must be getting old or something.
Yeah, we are getting old.
I know.
I'm 3 pregnant nipples away from 60.
What? What math is that even? What fucking math did you just use?
That's just my estimation. I mean, I'm 57, so I'm basically 3 pregnant nipples away from 60.
How is that 3 pregnant?
Well, last year I was a hairy nutsack away from 60.
What the ass balls is going on?
Hey, man, that's just how I need to do another bachelor weights and measures, I think.
I think you do need to do another bachelor weights and measures. Okay, now we're going to look at major headlines of some of the major media stuff that's out there. Okay, and there's a point to that. U.S. destroys Iranian naval ships and mine layers, military says. U.S. military says it destroyed a lot of the more left-leaning sites will always couch these as, oh, yeah, they said that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, look at the way they phrase things. Now, a newspaper, by definition, journalism is supposed to be objective. That is no longer the case. Every major media outlet today, I look at Japan, Korea, France, Spain, Portugal, Germany, as well as the U.S. ones and the UK. I don't bother with Australia because fuck those penal colonies. Sorry, I know there's a couple of Australians out there. I said that just to fuck with you. Everybody gets fucked with its regiment.
Yeah.
Anyway, they say things to shed doubt on the subject. They will use language that sheds doubt. They said that they destroyed these naval ships. U.S. destroys naval ships and mine layers, military says. Okay, what they're doing is casting doubt.
Uh-huh.
To put you in a state of discomfort so they can further propagandize.
Or disbelief.
Yes, and you'll go further into the article where you will read the propaganda that they've written.
Mm-hmm.
Because journalism has been dead for some time. I don't think we've had a real journalist since the 1980s, personally. Another one they like to do, a shell of our former self, how Trump and Musk's spending cuts are hampering U.S. government readiness. Well, that's extremely vague, but in here, Trump is in the background with Musk in the foreground. That's propaganda in itself, implying that Musk is somehow in charge and Trump has a backseat to this whole thing. Now, in the media, typically, if you have a leader, you'll address him by his title, prime minister or president or things like that. CNN, MSNBC, all of the other basically left-wing papers will never call him President Trump. Same thing will go for Sec War Hegseth. They'll never call him Secretary of War Hegseth. They'll call him Hegseth. And I've seen them just calling him Peter or Pete from time to time as well. This is common practice. Now, AP is one of the two big news aggregators out there. They push all of the articles to all of the papers who usually just use AP and Reuters. A lot of the big newspapers don't even have people writing shit anymore. They just rely on AP and Reuters. And now with AI, that's only going to get worse. But again, U.S. says it destroyed 16 mine-laying vessels.
I don't care. I want to see all of them get destroyed.
Yeah. Trump-backed Fuller and Democrat Harris moved to Georgia runoff to succeed Marjorie Taylor Greene. Again, with the whole Trump thing. If human waste backing up in basements is a gut-churning sign of U.S. infrastructure problems. Now, that isn't necessarily related to what we're talking about, but it is propaganda.
It's creating a mental image.
It's creating unease. Mm-hmm. All of the papers in their headlines will do this. They'll create doubt over, if they don't like the regime in charge, they'll create doubt. If they do like the regime in charge, they'll create confidence. During the Obama era, you saw all of these papers had glowing articles about Obama. Obama saves 50,000 children with a balloon and a box of rubber bands, or, just weird nonsense that just propagandizes him and mythologizes him. And they'll create articles like this: human waste backing up in basements is a gut-churning sign of U.S. infrastructure problems. No indication of where, and it's a picture of a pier, which doesn't have anything to do with a basement.
Huh. Yeah.
But the point is to create unease. And this is propaganda too. This is the language they use.
And they're very successful at it too. Yes. I mean, just look at all of the poison tree frog hair ladies walking around out there. All of these people willing to do all of... Yeah, I'm serious. And all of these people willing to go to these demonstrations and do all this stupid shit.
Yes.
And they literally have no fucking clue of what's really going on. They are simps. Yep. They're being manipulated. And they're oblivious to it. Don't be those guys.
The worst part of a lot of it is, and there have been several internet journalists out there who, funny thing, journalism is starting to come back, but on the internet in the form of individuals who are like, I can't stand this anymore. Yes. I'm going to go out and actually tell stories. But they'll ask people simple questions like, how many states are there? Or
yeah, I've seen those.
What country is Iowa in? Questions like, and everybody gets them wrong all the time.
Because they're morons and they're easily manipulated.
Where was the Civil War fought? Things like that. All kinds of just absolutely crazy shit, or really, really stupid questions like, who the fuck is the button pushing monkey? Jimmy, I love that that's become like a signature move. That's
I like it. I approve.
That's good. But every single newspaper you look at today, it's always the same thing. Reuters, heaviest strikes today in Iran. Markets bet that war will end soon. Speculation. Okay. U.S. destroys mine-laying vessels as Trump warns Iran over Straits of Hormuz. This is the most honest journalism. This is the most honest headline I've seen.
All right. If you like, some of the most honest headlines I've seen in the past 10 years come from Al Jazeera. And I hate to say that.
Yes. Yep.
I hate to say that.
But yeah. You are correct. You are absolutely correct. But of course, MS Now, I don't know what the hell is up with that. This is MSNBC, now called MS Now. They had to rebrand, and that failed because all they did was change their name.
Yeah, they're not fooling anyone. It's the same shit. They just spray painted a different color. It still smells the same.
Yeah, exactly. Trump's newest pledge has Democrats cheering and Republicans squirming. DOJ site still missing documents with accusations against Epstein associates. They just doubt, and that's deliberate, ongoing propaganda. You got a siren going near you, Pop?
Yes.
It is Detroit.
Yeah. No, I'm not in Detroit. I'm in the gray zone.
You are right on the edge, dude.
Yeah, you're right. I am.
You could piss over the line from your back porch.
It's not that close, but it's close.
It's really close.
I could run there in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's close. At any rate, Iran highlights 140 U.S. service members who wounded White House says gas price hikes are temporary. How are those related? They're not. It's meant to cause strife in your brain.
Uh-huh.
A headline like that, which is clearly not contiguous in any way, shape, or form that any rational person would understand, is meant to cause you some form of distress.
Discomfort.
And discomfort. That's exactly what those are for. Over and over and over again. If you look through the headlines and you start to notice these things, does that headline have a purpose? Does that headline tell a story? Or does it invoke feelings like Pop was saying earlier?
Yeah.
Does that headline give you information or does that headline agitate you? Start looking at headlines like this. You'll start to see it. And once you start to see it, here's a cool thing about being able to spot propaganda in headlines, in particular in newspapers. Once you start to see it, it no longer bothers you. You're like, assholes. Next headline.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, get out of the way. Next headline. So and once you learn, it actually helps you calm the fuck down, which is a nice feature.
Yep.
It is good to.
I was watching a couple videos in regards to propaganda on YouTube, and I don't remember the titles, but there's one of them that was really thorough and going through all of the different forms and steps and ways to to spot it for yourself and imply what they're trying to do. I mean, just think about it, okay? Over the past 15 years, you cannot watch a commercial that has any family in the background without it being an interracial marriage.
Yes, correct. That is also saturation propaganda.
Because they're trying to obliterate the Caucasian race.
Yes.
And that's the only thing you can imply from that.
Yep. Now, I have another video, 6, 7, 8. I have it queued. Come on, little mouse, do your thing. There you go. You can do it if you try. Okay, this is from a channel called Defense Central, spelled with a C, which leads me to believe that it may be Canadian, and I apologize for that. But this is a good overview of propaganda, and I want to, as we're rolling toward the end, thangs here. Let's do this.
In the 20th century, psychological operations relied on one-way communication. Governments sent messages via radio, print, or film. Today, that model has been flipped. With social media and algorithm-driven feeds, psychological operations can now target individuals directly, often without them knowing. This shift has made PSYOPs faster, cheaper, and more personal. State and non-state actors use digital platforms to spread tailored messages, often disguised as grassroots content. While Russia's use of trolls and bots to inflame divisions in the US and Europe has been widely discussed, it's worth noting that these tactics aren't unique. Western governments, including the US and several EU members, have also invested in online influence operations, sometimes as countermeasures, sometimes preemptively.
And sometimes it's part of the Smith-Mundt Act.
Modern conflicts, information isn't a support tool. It's a weapon in its own right. During the invasion of Ukraine, Russia and Ukraine both engaged in coordinated information campaigns. Russia attempted to control the narrative with disinformation, staged videos, and manipulated media. Ukraine countered with emotional messaging, viral content, and international media coordination to build support and maintain morale.
Stop right there.
That's
this
right.
This channel just fed you propaganda. Did you see it?
Well, they talked about it.
Russia bad, Ukraine good.
Yep.
They clearly portrayed Russia in a bad light and clearly portrayed Ukraine in a good light. Whether or not the makers of this video understood what they were doing, they just engaged in propaganda, and it's right in front of you. Because Russia bad, Ukraine good. Now, if this was honest journalism, they would say
they're both doing it.
Russia used this, Ukraine used this, and they wouldn't add words like heartfelt and touching and phrases like that.
But these tools aren't confined to the battlefield. In earlier U.S. operations in Iraq and Afghanistan, psychological tactics included tailored radio programming, leaflet drops, and digital campaigns aimed at influencing civilian behavior, techniques now used by a range of actors across the world. One major feature of modern psychological warfare is narrative competition. It's no longer about simple slogans or clear-cut ideology.
Wait, we need that room.
Yeah, I would love to have that room.
I want that green screen.
Yeah, that's good.
Instead, nations are pushing broad, emotionally resonant stories that shape how people interpret world events. The United States promotes narratives around democracy, freedom, and international cooperation. China emphasizes sovereignty, economic growth, and Western hypocrisy. Russia leans heavily on themes of encirclement, cultural preservation, and defiance. These narratives aren't always false, but they're strategically framed to position each actor as legitimate and morally justified.
Yeah, everyone does that.
Everybody does exactly that.
Yeah.
The United States does that as well. We have our own propaganda. There's always a degree of propaganda in every nation.
Now, just remember, if the two-way rifle range kicks off here, the media is not your friend.
No.
They're psyops. They might just be paid by a civilian agency, but they're still psyops just the same. So remember that.
For the most part, there won't be any real media worth paying attention to if the two-way rifle range kicks off here.
Correct. But the
People
thing
will be
is,
too busy.
if you're in a situation and some stuff's going down and you're involved and the media rolls up, you need to remember they're not your friend.
Yeah, it is 110% correct. That is absolutely fucking correct.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm not picking sides here. I'm just telling you the truth.
Well, that is the truth. Now, on the Smith-Mundt Act, I want to roll back to that because I want everybody to understand what the fuck went on there. First of all, it was put together and released in 1948, shortly after all of the events of all of the deep state stuff that we covered. Yeah.
It was after the II War and before Korea, I believe.
Yes. And it came into play right after the events of the deep state founding that we discussed from 41 to 42. Okay, the Smith-Mundt Act, formally the United States Information and Educational Exchange Act of 1948, was authored by Republican Representative Carl Mundt of South Dakota and Republican Senator H. Alexander Smith of New Jersey. It was signed into law by President Truman on January 27, 1948. The act emerged from the post-World War II environment when the United States had developed a massive propaganda apparatus, including the Voice of America, to counter Axis messaging during the war. With the war over and the Cold War beginning, Congress debated whether to maintain this infrastructure. The core tension, America needed to counter Soviet propaganda abroad, but lawmakers feared the government turning its messaging apparatus on its own civilians, which it did promptly. Now, what subtext is here in that language? They didn't want to lose their budget.
Yeah.
Like any newly created government office. Any
office.
They don't want to lose their job.
They don't want to lose their budget.
Yep.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times I was working for civil affairs coming up on August, and they're like, "We got all this money, we got to spend, order stuff." And I'm like, "Okay." I'd go to all my different. I'm like, "Hey, what do we need in supply? What do we need in maintenance?" And I'd order all kinds of shit.
We got called up toward the end of August one year and sent to the range with basically a pallet of 5.56
to shoot it all,
and bandoliered 5.56 for saw. And we sat out there from like 6 a.m. until that ammo was fucking gone. I think we melted 3 saw barrels.
Why not?
Yeah, it's just like, I need to burn all this ammo. Send your fucking company out there. Here. We're like, okay. I mean, it actually got boring after a while. We were like,
it does.
It got boring. So the law authorized the State Department, State Department, that was part of the whole deep state thing we talked about, to conduct public diplomacy and information operations, but directed at foreign audiences, while simultaneously prohibiting the domestic dissemination of the same material. We just heard that the 2012 specifically authorized exactly that. The logic was that the government-produced propaganda suitable for foreign consumption had no business being fed to American citizens who deserved an independent press. Operation Mockingbird happened right after this, which tells you that they didn't listen.
Yep.
The Cold War era function, 1948 to 1990s. Throughout the Cold War, Smith-Mundt served as the legal backbone for programs like Voice of America, Radio Free Europe, and Radio Liberty, and USIA, United States Information Agency, created in 1953. It produced films, publications, and cultural exchanges for foreign audiences. Gentlemen, remind me when Operation Mockingbird started again?
Yeah, I think it was like 1950-ish.
1953.
1953.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
But that's odd that they would say that. The domestic dissemination ban was considered a cornerstone protection of the American information environment. If the U.S. Information Agency made a documentary glorifying U.S. foreign policy, could be broadcast in Warsaw, but not in Wisconsin. That's odd. I remember a lot of films like that. From the we were watching those in the 70s.
Yeah.
In school, in grade school, we were watching pro-U.S. propaganda films.
To be honest, when I was in 5th grade all the way through middle school, all of my civics teachers and history teachers taught, had those movies all over the place.
Yeah, it's part of the program.
We got a movie like once a week.
Yep.
We loved it.
Yeah, absolutely. Post-Cold War restructuring. The USIA was abolished in 1999 and folded into the State Department's newly created Undersecretary of State for Public Diplomacy and Public Affairs.
There you go.
It's created a propaganda office. It's created, it's like, fuck it, let's just call it propaganda. Smith-Mundt's authorities were updated to reflect this organization, but the core domestic dissemination ban remained intact. Yeah. The 2012 Amendment Smith-Mundt Modernization Act, this is where things got controversial. The National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2013 included the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act of 2012, sponsored by Mac Thornberry from Texas and Representative Adam Smith from Washington. When it changed, it lifted the blanket prohibition on domestic dissemination. We read that. And allowed you saw the language
to turn in.
Yeah. They made it look like they didn't. In the language, unless you read the language and you go, they just authorized that.
That is some dirty attorney shit right there.
It is dirty attorney shit.
I fucking hate those sons of bitches.
U.S. produced public diplomacy content could now be made available to American audiences upon request. I guarantee you those requests were made. It did not authorize the government to actively target American citizens with propaganda campaigns. No. Of course not. It was indirect fire. Did you know that indirect fire will kill you just as quickly as direct fire?
Well, friendly fire often isn't.
That's true. That's true. You know what else isn't always friendly? Super chats.
Super chats. I don't know, man.
I'm still trying to process my brain pan about the 3 pregnant nipples away from death.
I know.
From 60, not death.
That's got to come. That's got to come from the public diplomacy department.
I'm driving home and I'm here like, what the fuck is Pop talking about? He's like 3 pregnant nipples away from 60. I'm like, what?
Pop, we need to create a Redonkulas Department of Public Diplomacy.
Oh my God. And Blake and I filmed another Papanomicon today.
Oh, very good. Outstanding.
Yeah, excellent, Smithers.
All right, it's super chats.
Oh, don't care what you gotta say. Whatever it is, it's probably lame. If you want some advice and need some help, oh, how about you go F yourself? Go yourself, oh, F yourself.
Gentlemen, I am experiencing squirrel bladder and floating teeth. I'll be right back.
All right.
Copy.
All right, Jimmy. Let's get on with it.
All right, over on the YouTube side, 382 watching, 252 on the like button. Come on, you bastards. Let's see. First one comes from Demaster 12. For a true deep dive on Islam, binge Dr. David Wood. He made a video about how Muhammad died the exact way he said he'd die if he was a false prophet.
Ooh. Bummer. All right.
Aaron Williams 7505 with 5, a lot of 5s there, says I got a thank you note, but my challenge coin was not there. Ooh.
Okay. Send me an email, redonkulas12@gmail.com. We'll see what we can do to get that rectified. More than likely, it was taken in transit, and we'll see what we can do to make you whole. Okay.
Yep. As a matter of fact, I got my challenge coin and a thank you from Sergeant Murray, Colonel Murray.
Colonel Murray.
Colonel Murray. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's see. And Master 12 says secular democracy equals godless mob rule equals Satanism.
Yeah, or chaos. Yeah, just say chaos. Same thing.
Pretty much. All right, Rumble, how we doing? 384 pairs of eyeballs. Not as many likes. You know what? I think I'm going to be in a rare good mood tonight and not have to break out the eye bleach for you. So we'll jump over here. Let's see. Will to push forward. First one here says, Pop. That's a way to put it. Propaganda of you know what, and a Pringles can.
There you go.
Yeah. Raging Sailor, he says oil prices are dropping hard, $77 a barrel today.
Ooh.
Let's see. When I checked them this afternoon, they were at 95. So that is a big fluctuation if they came down that much in one day.
Yeah, I think I saw one post as about the oil prices spiking, then like 24 hours later they completely plummeted.
Yeah.
So I can't remember what the numbers were on that. Let's see. Mando coming in says, do you gays dismember the subliminal ads on toy commercials and the 80s cartoons?
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Kind of makes you want to call Bolshevik.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Bolsheviks.
No, don't say it. Bolsheviks. No, please stop.
Bolsheviks.
It's showtime. Bolsheviks, baby. Everyone drink.
All right, I'm looking at the price of oil right now, and
between 80 and 88.
Yeah, it's fluctuating between 83 and 105, 115. So, all right, keep going.
All right, we got Shooter 130 drop at 5. When the media manipulation becomes glaringly obvious for me was the coof. The new normal repeated on every news outlet and TV show ad nauseum.
Yeah.
Yes, and the dancing hypodermic needles on whatever that fucker's show was. What a fucking sellout, man. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Colbert, the dancing nurses and doctors, even though the hospitals were overrun with patients and they're all dying and and no, it was all.
One of the things during all of that I enjoyed was the freedom to go around without having to experience any traffic anywhere. So I got into the habit of 2 or 3 times a day driving by the 2 large local hospitals that we had in the area. We had a Ford hospital and a Crittenton, and there was nothing in the parking lots.
Yep.
If you've got a pandemic and people are dying left, right, and center, those parking lots would be look like
hammered
parking lots. Yeah.
There'd be tents out front and shit.
My favorite meme that ever came out from COVID was the article about from Italy. The cremators couldn't keep up with the demand.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, you see what I did? Yeah.
That's odd.
Isn't it?
Imagine if they had to burn 6 million bodies. How long would that have taken?
Oh, roughly
taken a while.
about 2,000 years.
Oh, gosh. Oops.
Something like that.
My bad.
Mando
Anyway.
jumped back, says the Pentagon E-ring. I thought that was where conclusions were made, and the figwigs decide if a decision will be a direct clit.
That made the book. Conclusions.
Conclusions. No, yeah, that's good. I like that.
Thank you. More ammo for yeah. I like it.
Mando again says dwarf goes deep. So is he? So is he more popular than the Hog Rider? Asking for a Pelosi.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Thanks. Oh, no, don't do that. Nobody wants to see my pasty ass.
God. And he's
That's
got a
horrible.
in real life, he's got a bigger belly. So
At the moment, I do. That would be
Yes.
changing.
It's good to see Dwarf and Nance actually having a hot tub.
I will.
There you go.
it's really a crappuccino because a bunch of faggots were in there beforehand. Just saying.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Dark Star Global drop a 10 says Pop. I've been listening to the to Southwest broadcasts out of Iran, and I've come across and broke encryption traffic that resolves the two coordinates in the South China Sea and the west coast of Australia. Thoughts?
Yeah, I saw that email and it was very interesting. It is weird.
There you go. Lecoq coming in. All over your face, neck, back, and thighs. Masculine republics give way to feminine democracies, and feminine democracies give way to tyranny.
Correct.
And I'm
Absolutely
pretty sure Battle
correct.
Dwarf knows exactly who said that.
No.
I might.
Aristotle.
It is Aristotle.
I don't know that. It just sounds like some old wise guy said it, so it must be true.
It's Aristotle. Aristotle quotes were flying all over X today for a number of reasons.
Let's see. New Vegas Badger dropping 50 bucks. Says democracy is just a fancy word for mob rule, and mobs can be ruled.
Yeah.
Yep. And you get one of these. Actually, you know what? Hillary is going to show up here tonight. Here you go.
Thanks.
Stop!
Where did her beer go? And
I don't
also
know.
Dick.
This is disturbing. Could we please stop that?
No.
God damn it.
Now you've just made it worse, frankly.
Everybody gets fucked with me.
Yeah, I know. Drive on.
Mando coming back says all this stuff about cunt-unism makes me want to think we are dealing with the horde.
The horde.
Yeah, Mighty Mouse Malibu says just dropping in. Can't watch the stream tonight. Too much severe weather in the area to keep on tabs. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Let's keep on keeping on.
We got some shit coming this way as well. We're in Michigan.
Yep. Mando coming back says, Dwarf, why not read section 304? Or do we need to go to visit Bolsheviksville to see you live in the maid? See where you're with the living maid.
Yeah, well, let's see that.
In Bolsheviksville, where the sun shines bright, live Dwarf and Nance, what a charming sight. With Sandy the maid and Pop dropping by, and Hillary's antics that'll make you sigh. Oh, Dwarf and Nance, they've got it made, with laughter, love, and a living maid. From morning toast to an evening dance, it's always a hoot with Dwarf and Nance.
Yeah.
Still waiting.
304 in the original Smith-Munt Act. It goes right from 303 to 401.
Because they don't want to insult anyone with 304. Next one.
Tomahawk dropping 5. The intelligence agencies creamed their jeans when they saw the public's reaction to the original radio broadcast of War of the Worlds.
Yes, they did.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah, they dragged him through the fucking through the ringer because of that.
Oh yeah,
it was extremely effective.
Yes,
1936, I want to say.
Sounds about right. Tom Hawk again says, it's amazing how successful they've been using propaganda to get white people to hate themselves.
I know. Isn't that stupid? That's so fucking dumb. God.
It bears on the fact that we generally are nice people until you push us too far.
That's right.
Yeah.
We tend to be nice and charitable people. We will help people when we can, unless you push us too far. And we have been pushed too far.
And that is coming up.
Yeah.
Yep. Jerry Conway, good to see you, Jerry. Says, Pop, the blackmail of Epstein Island you described is the same as what George W. and John Kerry in Skull and Bones and all of Hollywood.
I'm not really sure about the Skull and Bones thing, but there's a lot of people that were members of the Skull and Bones and have been for about a century and a half.
Yep. Benjamin Franklin is the one I can think of right off the top of my head.
Well, he was part of the Hellfire Club.
Hellfire Club. Okay.
Those guys were heathenistic ass hats. But well, listen, people want to join clubs and do stuff because they want to feel special and be more and think they're more than what they are. You're just a walking bag of meat. Fuck you. And you're like almost all water, and you're worth maybe $7 worth of minerals.
Pop, you and I went out of our way to join special clubs.
Yeah, well, you're right. Yeah. Now, I did it to be honest with you, I did it for the challenge. I didn't really give a shit about being special.
Yeah.
Somebody said it's fucking really hard and you can't do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what'd you fucking say? Tell me what I can and cannot do.
A couple of the schools I went through, guys that were with me that made it through at the end were like, we hate you. We're like, why? Because you made it look easy. I'm like, wasn't that hard? They're like, fuck you.
No, it was fucking hard. Like Ranger School was the most fucking grueling, punishing fucking school I had ever done in the military, and I would never want to do it twice.
You got done in the ass balls there, though.
Oof.
You had an instructor or two that like fucking hated your guts, didn't you?
No, I got stuck in a company that were basically, they didn't teach shit. They just punished you. And you learned as you went along, I guess. But, it is what it is.
No.
Pain is a very good teacher and motivator.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I don't go to any Ranger rendezvous, because there's some people I might actually have a severe problem with.
They are part of the BOSL.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Moving on here, we got Mando dropping $1. Says, so Dwarf, should we avoid going near a dancing Hildebeest?
Yes, if we can.
No, sorry, this one's just going to pop right up for you.
That's so disturbing.
That's so disturbing.
God,
that's what AI was made for.
Now, listen,
it is what AI was made for. What the what the hell?
I'm going to make a prediction.
Okay.
In the next 5 years, there are going to be laws passed where we can no longer show deep fakes like that on our show.
That's not really a deep fake, though. That is pretty obviously bullshit.
I'm just saying. All right, next one.
Okay.
And Jerry Conway coming back says, Dwarf, Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom was Marlon Perkins.
Marlon Perkins, thank you. Yeah, I could not get the name out.
That. I still love that show.
I love all of those shows. In Search of?
Oh, yeah. I still watch it on YouTube.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom?
Uh-huh.
In Search of is on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh.
At least it was there a few months back when I just stumbled across it and like, Leonard Nimoy? In Search of? Oh, yeah! That guy was a master.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Mando Kovac says, so if Pop goes beyond the rim, he has entered in Detroit? Or is it like Kosh told Sheridan, if you go to 8 Mile, you will die?
8 Mile's not that bad.
Well, I drive down 8 Mile all the time now because 696 is under constant construction. It's just faster.
Oh.
Yeah, Mando again says on Rumble, the PI Doug Hagman has been talking about Operation Mockingbird for years, among other things.
Well, it really happened.
Yep.
And just think about this. We're only really hearing about the stuff that was like spilled by accident into the mainstream. Just imagine all of the shit that has never been released that we don't know anything about.
And there's a lot of it. I'm sorry, did I say that?
Yeah. Mando again says, whether it's friendly or enemy, doesn't all fire have the right of way?
All fire has the right of way.
Uh-huh.
Yep. All right, now I got to scroll up to my buttons and I got to find this one because Alucard, you know what's coming, Pop.
Oh, God.
Because it's not a stream if we don't have a Pop singing us a song.
That's fair. That's true.
Oh, God, come on. All right.
No, but it's true.
At least it's not an Amy Horton zinc.
Get it over with,
stop.
You know, at least it's not zinc noodles and a
No, stop.
cream sauce.
Oh, God, stop it. All right, keep going.
Maybe a little bit of munging in there, too.
Stop. You guys suck, man.
All right. Dreadnox, he's dropping $20 on us, says, yeah, I don't understand the triple nipple redonkulism either.
That's
hey,
fine.
well, what are you going to do?
3 pregnant nipples away from 60.
Correct. Each pregnant nipple is a year, I guess, in old man terms.
There you go. All right. Alucard, he's coming in. He's got a request.
What? No.
Starburst snot pocket.
Stop! God damn it. Come on.
Starburst snot pocket.
Oh.
Let's see. Will to push forward coming back says, Pop, you have better chances and prospects with communicating with Brian Atlas at whatever podcast and Andrew Wilson on the issues you deal with. They deal with these things extensively, especially with debates. Your knowledge is unique.
I don't think. I mean, listen. If you can get me on there, send emails, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy. I'll meet any challenge.
Send me an email and I will attempt to make that arrangement.
I will meet any challenge. Now, I don't think I'll be able to out debate, Mr. Wilson, because he's a master debater and he's still married. I'm divorced, so.
There you go. Let's see. Professor Blake Pooh Ass Blaster 3000 coming in says, Pop question. Today at work, I got called into HR because of a joke, but the blackmail came in handy.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, Raging Sailor, he's got a merch idea. Pringles can filled with chocolate turds, extra nuts in the chocolate.
Oh.
It's a bunch of Baby Ruth bars in there.
Oh.
That's horrible.
Little pop nuggets.
Yeah, that could work.
Stop.
Here's the real problem. That sounds kind of good, though.
Oh, stop.
Some of them have extra nuts. Some of them have zinc nougat.
Oh, stop.
A little bit of
All right, next one. Ugh.
Let's see. Tomahawk says, Wild Kingdom in search of why you got to make me feel old, guys. Next, you'll be talking about Martha Quinn.
Yeah, well, because we are old. I mean, what do you want me to tell you?
I grew up on that shit.
Let's see. Will to push forward. He's come back, says, no, not debate, communicate and discuss. Okay, so that'd be even better.
Okay, I mean, send us an email. I'll make an effort to get in contact.
Yep, we'll see if we can get in there. See, Kira Ninja 00 dropping 5 says, Hey Pop, have you watched the new movie on Netflix called War Machine? It's about an E6 12 Bravo going through RASP, and on the final test, an alien robot tries to kill the team. It's not bad.
I don't have Netflix, so I haven't seen it yet.
They have a kiddie porn problem, and we have a problem with kiddie porn.
Yes.
Yes. Yep. But if you guys want to actually see basically any TV show or movie that's ever out there, there is something called a CV box. They're quite expensive at first, but all you need to do is plug them into the internet, download the 4 apps that are on there. You get local, nationwide stations, TV shows, and movies.
Okay, you're going to have to send me the link to that because I need to get in on some of that action.
Oh, what box?
It's called VC Box. I think they're up to version 5.0 right now.
All right.
Just Google it. It's on eBay. They're like,
I am already there. It's Victor Sierra Echo Box. They do come in at about $360. It looks like.
Okay.
But all you got to do is plug them into your TV, hook it up to the internet. And there you go. What was the last I looked? 30,000 movies and over 50,000 TV shows.
A friend of mine just handed me the most interesting thing. He gave me a CD. Somebody has taken all 3 of the Godfather movies, spliced them in order.
Oh, yeah?
So that you watch it from the beginning to the end without the going back and forth in timelines that the other movies had, that the individual movies had. So you can watch the whole Godfather in one cut.
Oh, it's probably 6 hours long.
The catch is it's 7.5 hours long. But it's the idea. I've got it, and I'm going to start watching it because the idea of being able to see the Godfather in one cut is just, I like that idea a lot.
All right, keep going.
Keep
All
going.
right. Let's see. Last one here on the Rumble side, but I know there's going to be a sneaky bastard or two. There always is. Let's see. Mando coming in says, Pop, we are not as damaged in the drain bans as you think we are.
All right. Just prove me wrong, man. I'm not. Listen, most of the people who watch this show are not idiots. Okay, because they're here.
We have a couple of idiots.
Oh, yeah.
Alucard's an idiot.
Well, the thing is we really can't put up a video without getting at least 12 to 18, downvotes. So.
Well, yeah, we don't have any downvotes on Rumble right now.
Yeah.
Well, they'll be there. It'll just take some time.
I feel sad.
It'll be there. But then again, we're not idiots. We're just guys that wander around, speak the truth, and we have a couple screws loose.
Yep.
That's fair.
But we tighten them up with booze.
Yeah.
All righty. Let's see here. Doesn't look like no sneaky bastards yet over on the Rumble side of things. So we'll jump over to the MGTOW side of things.
There's some good pictures in there.
I'm probably going to go back through because you guys killed over on the MGTOW side of things. Yeah, if the conversation gets a little dry, there are things in the chat that will spice some things up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. First one from Crazy Uncle says, lightening the mood. Hey, Battle Dwarf, did you listen to the video I sent you last week? The one titled Dead by Snoo Snoo.
Yes. Yes, that was pretty funny. Thank you.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Had to force that one out. That one hurt a little bit. Ooh. All right. Dark Mad Dog says, good and bad news. I am doing okay. My wife has done 67 views 2 days ago, 45 to 50 views with bots removed and with other views, 79 views yesterday, 60 views from her with other views removed and more. Today, her pre-grief day, or Tuesday, is where she grieves Wednesday. 29 views with 9 removed. She is gaining hope and trust to meet me again later and going to message me soon.
All right.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Crazy Uncle again says, I keep hearing that. In regard to this conflict, if you're not for our massive number of conventional weapons, one of our allies would have to deploy one of their miniature suns they claim to have. Your thoughts?
Yeah, that apparently is a true story.
Yeah, there was some form of blackmail that took place, and I'm going to be honest, I'm getting really sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
Listen, like I said before, I have nothing against any of those people, but I'm sick of paying for it. And I'm getting to the point where I'm wondering if it would just be easier to glass the entire region, the whole place.
Yeah.
I'm talking all the way from Egypt through the Middle East, just turn it into glass, and then fuck it. We don't have to worry about it ever again. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
Glass it and put up the oil drills.
You say you have nothing against those people. I felt exactly the same way, except now I do have something against them.
I gotcha.
Get the fuck off our dick. Get off our dick. Yep. Fuck you. I'm not interested in fighting your wars.
That's
You've
right.
been at this for 6,000 years. Figure your own shit out.
Yeah.
Yep. Again, Battledorf, what are the 4 seasons in the Middle East?
I don't know. I never spent any time there.
It's, well, you got spring, summer, harvest, and kill everybody in the tribe next door to you.
No, fighting
That's
season.
Afghanistan.
Yeah, Afghanistan has the fighting season.
Winter season, planting season, war season, and harvest season.
Yep.
There you go.
Those are the 4 seasons. And I was never in Afghanistan myself, but the guys that came back were talking at like BNOC and shit.
Yeah, they're always like,
those
there's
are
a
the
certain
4
time of year, you know it's going to kick off. Everyone gets ready.
Yeah.
Yep. All righty. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Next one from Dark Mad Dog says, bad news. Okay, so that was the good news. Here's the bad news. I watched a YouTube video from MLYP called "How Banning Hentai from AI Editing." How banning hentai from a comedy forum ruined the world. 2nd edition. Dude goes balls deep into the well. 4chan, Moot, Epstein, Ghislaine, and other dudes who were found to be the originator of Q. And Steve Bannon was allegedly implicated in Gamergate, but doing a fanning of the fire to piss people off for his goals, and was buddies with Epstein. Lots of info, very complex and black pilling. Please watch. And he's got the video in question. I will drop that in the private chat for you guys to take a look at. It is just under an hour long.
Okay.
So let me drop that in all of the other chats here in case you guys want to kill an hour or so and, well, take that suppository black pill if you want. Get all of those.
All right.
There. And on the itchy twitchies.
While you're digging through that, Jimmy, Thursday Pop, I have a very nice selection. I have a fine curated selection of vintage wine and things that go Burt.
Ah, okay. And
For
I think
our
Blake
military cool section.
Yeah, I think Blake is going to be on Thursday.
Is he?
I have to confirm.
Okay.
Well, if Bert is going to be there, what about Ernie?
Ernie could be going Burt, but I have a very fine curated selection of Burt videos.
Okay.
So anyway,
there you go. We got some sneaky bastards on the Rumble side, like we usually do. Ali Card, he's saying Billy Von Baum, video of Battledorf with chia pet hair.
I will kill you. I will hunt you down, and I will skin you alive, turn you inside out, and sew your skin back on.
You said that multiple times. They're hollow words, you bastard.
Push me, Jimmy. Push me.
Just a little bit, just to the edge, and I'll poke
Hey,
you.
Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. I'll never send you another bottle of mead.
Uh-oh. That's a serious threat.
I retract every single bad thing I've ever said about Battledorf.
All right, next one.
K-Note72 says there's a YouTube channel called Forgotten History that covers unknown U.S. government history like this. Their videos on Operation Northwoods was good.
I have seen some of those. They're very good.
They're pretty good, yeah.
Yep. And Tomahawk's sneaky like an Iranian prostitute.
They have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Alicard says, I'm chaos, mayhem, and mischief, and the regiment's wisecracking Kevorkian human hybrid.
Okay.
Pop and I lived in the same neighborhood as Dr. Kevorkian.
I almost bought his Riviera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting timepiece to start a conversation.
Oh, no shit, right?
Hey, you want to see this car? It's pretty fucking sweet. Yeah. Who owned it? Yeah, just the guy that, did a lot of bad things.
That's to be debated. That's another show.
All right, it looks like nothing new on the YouTube side of things.
We got one more on...
Of course we did. Professor Blake says, Pop, don't forget to change out your toupee and play Singing Blake.
Oh, God damn it. All right.
You guys are bastards with the fucking toupee. It's going to happen, though.
Yeah, I know.
We did have a request for singing pop. You guys are jackasses. Always want to watch the same shit over and over again. Pick new videos.
Look at me, I wanna be the captain of the sea.
About time.
The poop deck ain't for me. I'd rather steer us to debauchery.
Careful what you ask for, video guy. Careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty, I think that does it for tonight there, guys. Got Alley Card coming in, says you're gonna get messed with, dwarf. Box Wine Cat Land.
Of course I'm gonna get messed
I got a couple cash apps. We're a little light on the cash apps today.
Yep, bring those up, Pop, while we listen to some Box Wine Catland.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
All right, we got a cash app from Susie McCarley for 30, saying Pop needs someone to throw dick straws at him. No, I don't. I'm good, actually. And then we've got one more here from Justin Higginbotham. $20. Beer money. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
A little light on the cash apps today, but what are you going to do?
That's all right. That's all right. Hey, Sigma MGTOW 4 says post your XRP receive address so he can chuck at you there.
Yeah, I've got to work on that.
That's over on the Rumble side of the house. Sigma, hit us up at the email address, redonkulas12@gmail.
Yeah, I got a Coinbase account, but I haven't used it in years. I got to unfuck that whole thing.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
And this one's for Susie, just because, well, Pop is very well versed in dick straw foo.
Damn, dick straws.
Darkstar Global threw a $5 at us and says, "I don't have silver, but here's a few bucks toward Judas Alucard."
All right. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do, man? I believe it takes care of everything here tonight. We had a whole group of 14 watching over on Odyssey side, 24 on the MGTOW. Got 8 people over on Itchy Twitchies, and the Twattersphere had 52.
All right. Not bad.
Not bad. But you know what else is not bad? Final words from the Battle Dwarf.
So, in the process of producing tonight's show, I found a whole new rabbit hole that is going to produce a whole other show that you're going to get to enjoy. It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Did you say rabbit hole?
Rabbit hole.
It's like skydiving.
I wonder where it'll go.
This is kind of fun, actually.
Hey, did I ever tell you about Korea?
Yes, way too many times.
All right. Also, we need to put out next Tuesday, we're going to do a special show. It's not going to be so serious. Because it is St. Patty's Day.
Yes.
There'll be drinking.
We're going to have some fun.
There'll be drinking.
More drinking.
Some army stories. Maybe a couple supernatural stories in there.
And some drinking.
Yeah, of course there's going to be drinking. We might put the $50 donation per shot in effect.
Uh-oh.
I'll talk to Blake about it because last time he was like, he had to crawl himself up the stairs to go to bed.
I'll go get a bottle of Jameson.
Yeah, and please, if you're this is your first time coming in, like and subscribe and share this channel. The primary purpose is to save the young men out there from suicide. And all I'm really doing is just helping them with a little bit of hope through comedy so they can navigate themselves out of the dark place that they're in at the time. There's no need to take a permanent solution to a temporary goddamn problem.
By the way, in the process of researching grants and sponsorships to get for the regiment, I've done a lot of research and I have discovered something. We are the only veterans organization to keep track of and work with the guys that we've saved so far. We're the only one. Nobody else is doing this.
Yep.
God damn. It's fucking shameful, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, alrighty, Popster. Give everybody the briefing.
All right, don't drink and drive, don't drink and swim. It's not going to work out for you. If you absolutely must fornicate, wear a condom, take it with you or flush it down the toilet. Why? Because women are sneaky bitches and child support does last 18 to 21 years. Rack up, pack up, and stack up. There's only safety in numbers. And in today's day and age, you better roll deep. Maintain your situational awareness, because if you're going to be attacked, something in the environment will have changed, and it's up to you to see it. And last but not least, I'm sick and tired of throwing you guys into the dirt because you're taking a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You have no idea what the future holds, and it can literally change on a dime, so you need to stay in the fight. And if all else fails, live at a motherfucking spite. And always remember, Uncle Pop is here cheering for you for all of your victories, even the ones you can never tell anyone about. Boom, beer me. All right.
Boom. There you go. All right. And always, as always, you guys know where to go to get the best gear ever.
Well, hang on.
Yeah. What now?
We got another cash app.
Yep. Hanging on.
I got to get this one in. This is a good one. Joseph Terlicki. Keep up the fantastic work. $350.
Holy fucking smoking ass balls.
Thank you so much, man. I had to read that. I'm sorry.
I think
Wow.
this one deserves a me and Rosie taking our turn in the hot tub. Thanks.
I don't like it. Bad.
See, you guys cringe at that. I laughed my balls off. That's why we're different.
Oh,
shit, man.
Mrs. Battle Dwarf from the other room right now with the 10-second delay hit, and she's like, "Ah!"
Oh, I love it. It's funnier than hell. But always, as always, guys, jump on over to the merch store on the merch store, of course. The
happy helmet.
Get you the happy helmet, man.
Yeah, get the happy helmet.
We did
I'll
have
have to do one of
someone did ask me on Twitter that if we could have happy helmet beanies in the safety yellow and blue or yellow and orange.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those would be excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But always remember, if you're gonna have your happy helmet, have your Bolshevik drinkware right next to you.
Gotta have that.
Yeah,
man.
no, yeah.
You gotta have that.
Yeah.
You got to have it because you just never know when this dwarf bastard's going to say it.
Yep.
It's true.
Bolshevik.
There, I said it. Bolsheviks. Bolsheviks. Now drink.
Where did it go? 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 Anti-Whore just recommended a book to me. I just bought it.
Anti-whore. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish this up, Jimmy.
All right, we're out of here on this Tuesday night. We'll see you guys on Thursday.